A medieval person steps out from a timber-framed house as morning light slowly reaches the street. The ground beneath their feet is uneven, soft, with mud and already crowded. Other medieval people move through the narrow space, merchants carrying baskets, laborers heading to work.
True knowledge is not found in the codex, but in the observation of the natural world.
But Master, how do we reconcile observation with faith?
Is this the alignment noted by the Alexandrians in the Third Age?
No, look closer. The parallax is entirely different here.
Children trailing behind their families, beggars pressed against the walls. This is not a battlefield. This is not a place of punishment. This is an ordinary street where medieval people live their daily lives. Yet for medieval people, the street is never safe. It is a place where danger exists quietly,
Yes, this
constantly,
confirms the
and
charter's
without
date.
warning.
The seal is still intact.
Every day, medieval people walk into these streets knowing that injury, disease, or violence may be only a few steps away. Medieval streets were more dangerous than you think. The towns of medieval people are not planned spaces.
The main axle
They
is
grow
true,
slowly
Master,
shaped
but the
by
counterweights
centuries
need
of
balancing.
survival rather than design. Medieval people build their homes close together using wood, stone, and whatever materials they can afford. Walls press inward. Upper
longitude
floors
of
lean
Jupiter
over the
matches
street.
the printed table
Sunlight
exactly.
struggles to reach the ground.
scribe's work is accurate.
Air becomes trapped between buildings. Moisture lingers. For medieval people, the street is often no wider than two bodies
This line
passing
here,
each other.
trace it exactly as it appears. We must not lose it.
When carts move through, medieval people must flatten themselves against walls or doorways to avoid being crushed. At night, medieval people walk these same streets in darkness. There are no streetlights. Only the faint glow of torches carried by those who can afford them.
By the saints, what manner of sorcery is this?
Look how they turn. It defies all logic.
Look at this craftsmanship.
Our tools are barely fit for purpose next to this.
Indeed, these men were giants.
What manner of sorcery is this?
It is no sorcery, Sir Gideon. It is ancient, older than the stones themselves.
Shadows stretch across the ground, hiding holes, refuse, and strangers. A medieval person walking alone after sunset knows that every sound matters. Footsteps behind them. A voice raised too suddenly. The scrape of metal. The street demands constant attention from medieval people. There are no sewers for medieval people, no underground systems to carry waste away. Human waste, animal dung, rotting food, broken tools, all of it ends up in the street. Medieval people throw refuse from their doorways or windows. Sometimes a warning is shouted.
Ubi sunt omnes notitiae.
I cannot decipher this. It is incomplete.
Often there is none. Pigs owned by medieval people roam freely, feeding on garbage. Dogs fight over scraps. Rats move unnoticed through the crowd, slipping between the feet of medieval people. Rain turns the street into thick mud, spreading waste from one end to the other. Shoes soak through. Skin comes into contact with filth. For medieval people, cleanliness is difficult to maintain. Water is precious.
Look there. They turn.
Soap
By the
is rare.
saints, it works.
Every step through the street exposes medieval
done it.
people to invisible
Steady
dangers
now, mind the
they do
counterweight.
not understand.
It seats true.
Very well, let us test the escapement.
Medieval people do not know about bacteria. They do not know how disease spreads through water insects or touch. They believe illness comes from bad air, divine punishment,
The heavens
or
declare a
imbalance in the
perfect,
body.
divine order to the cosmos.
When sickness appears, medieval people look to prayer herbs and superstition for answers. During times of plague, medieval people still walk the
The
same
wisdom of the
streets.
ancients turns to dust in our hands.
You must purify the substance until it turns the color of the sun at midday.
But Master, it is
Markets
turning black.
continue.
Yes, that is also
Work
correct
continues.
sometimes. Do not
Rats
mistake
move
the glow
freely
of the
through
setting sun
medieval
for the dawn
homes.
of a new day.
Fleas travel
Patience,
unnoticed
above all,
on
is the
clothing and
truest
skin.
virtue.
A medieval person coughs as they pass another.
Perhaps the fracture aligns here, Master.
No, it makes no sense. The whole thing is corrupted.
But the numbers do not align with the heavens, Brother Thomas.
Perhaps the heavens are not meant for our
Neither knows
understanding.
who will fall ill next. The narrow streets that connect medieval people also connect disease. From house to house, from family to family, the street becomes a silent carrier of death. Violence is another constant presence in the streets of medieval people. There is no modern police force. Law is enforced unevenly and often slowly. Medieval people rely on local watchmen, who are frequently
signs are
underpaid,
clear in the
untrained,
text.
and afraid.
All things must
At night,
pass,
their presence
our
offers
kingdoms.
little comfort. Arguments begin easily in crowded streets, over spilled goods, over insults, over
The altitude
space.
is 32
Knives are
degrees.
common
It cannot
tools
be.
for medieval
The
people.
astrolabe reads 29.
Swords are
The
legal to
alignment
carry.
is flawed.
Violence can erupt without warning. When a fight breaks out, medieval people nearby must choose quickly, intervene, run, or freeze. Justice, if it arrives, often comes long after blood has already been spilled. Not all dangers in medieval streets come from other people. Medieval people work above the streets. Carpenters, masons, traders. Heavy objects fall from upper floors without warning. Carts pulled by horses move quickly through narrow passages. A medieval person struck by a wheel may not survive. Animals panic in crowded spaces. A frightened horse can trample medieval people in seconds. Fire is one of the greatest fears of medieval people.
Look at the complexity of this
Homes
mechanism.
built
It shouldn't
close
exist.
together allow flames
It's
to spread
incredible.
rapidly.
It's actually moving.
When fire breaks out, streets become traps. Smoke fills the air. Exits vanish. Medieval people push and stumble, searching for safety that may not exist. Survival in these moments depends on instinct and
Incredible.
luck. And
After
yet,
all this
despite
time,
all of this, medieval people continue to fill the
it's
streets
perfectly
every day.
preserved.
Because the street is where medieval life exists. It is where food is bought and sold, where
Memory
news
fades,
travels,
brother.
where work
Only
is
what
found.
is written here
Medieval
will
people
endure.
meet neighbors, form relationships, and build communities in these dangerous spaces. To remain indoors is to risk starvation. To walk the street is to accept danger. For medieval people, risk is not a choice. It is part of existence. Over time, generations of medieval people adapt. They learn where to walk, when to avoid certain streets, how to move through crowds with caution. The street shapes their behavior, their health, and their understanding of the world. Today, modern streets feel ordinary, safe, predictable, but medieval people walked streets that tested survival every single day. Their experience reminds us that progress is built slowly, through hardship, through danger, through resilience. When we walk freely today, we walk on paths shaped by centuries of struggle endured by medieval people. The sound of footsteps fades. The street grows quiet.